Hi, so this video is going to walk you through how to set up your new ConnXED account. There will be a checklist that I should have sent along with it, so you can follow along either with this video or on this checklist. First, you should have received an email that looks like this. It has BYU and ConnXED at the top, and then there will be a link that has you set up your password. And as you can see, it's only valid for 28 hours. If that 24 hours does expire, please contact me. In order to set it up, all you need to do is click the link and it'll take you to this page and you'll be able to set your password. After setting up your password, you can log into your ConnXED account. Your username will be your byu.edu email and then the password that you just set up. When you log in, this will be your main page and your main menu will be on the left-hand side. To set it up, we're going to go to customize card and I'll explain what a card is at the very end. Right here, your name and your email, those fields should already be filled in. If you'd like to add a title, you can, but it's definitely not necessary. You want to make sure that allow offline messagings is unclicked and everything else can be blank. If you'd like to add a picture here on the right-hand side, you can. And you're welcome to include a biography as well. And for example, a biography might include the courses that you cover. If you work your way down, the next thing that we're worried about is this workshop registration button option. Make sure that that is unclicked. And then these four options, make sure that make my email visible is checked and that set my status to away when in an office meeting is checked. That's all you need to do to set up your card, and make sure you select save and it'll tell you that your settings have been updated. To see what a card looks like, I'm going to click preview card. This card is what's going to be embedded in the course and how students will schedule a meeting with you. There's this schedule meeting button that goes through some options on scheduling the meeting. And I'll walk through exactly what that looks like in another video. While we're still on this page, if you scroll down, there's a lobby message. So you'll have what's called a cafe room, which is where your meetings will happen. That's kind of like the Zoom or the Adobe Connect room. And that room has a lobby where students wait before entering the room. So this message is an excellent place to put like materials that a student might need to have prepared, or any other instructions that would be necessary for your speaking appointments. So add whatever message you would like and click Save Lobby Message. Next, we're going to navigate over on the left-hand side to the calendar and scheduler settings. This is where we're going to set what are called office hours, or in other words, the availability that you set for the students. You should see when you first click on this button, the current week. Mine has some stuff on it, but yours should be blank. If you scroll down to wherever your office hours will be, so whenever your availability will be, to set the office hours, simply highlight the necessary times. This pop-up will come up and then you just click office hours, and this pop-up is where we will actually create the office hours. Make sure that the start and end time are correct. If these office hours are reoccurring weekly, I recommend selecting recurring series, and you'll be able to select when these office hours start and when they end, if they have an end date. So for example, if you know that you'll be changing your availability in the future at a certain point, you might consider adding an end date. If you have the same hours, for example, 3 to 5 available on Tuesday and Wednesday, this is where you can add that as well. You'll want to make sure that you select the group. Right now, I'm not part of a group, but when you select this option, your group should actually be your name. And so select that. Make sure to select video under location and then create office hour. You know that it worked when it pops up on your schedule. And for example, I have this 3 to 5 office hour, both Tuesday and Wednesday. If you had office hours at another time, say 2 to 3 on Friday, you can walk through the same steps. The last place we're going to go to set things up is up top by the calendar. We're going to select calendar settings, scheduler settings. Here on this right-hand side, you don't need to worry about anything there. We're only going to focus on this left-hand side. Make sure that your time zone is correct. Make sure that the default meeting length is set to 15 minutes. This is a setting that gets overridden, but having it set at 15 minutes is a good backup. Make sure that the scheduler time buffer is set at 1 day. This is how the latest that a student can schedule an appointment. So they can't schedule it the day of, essentially. Make sure that the scheduling time frame is set for 2 weeks out, so students can schedule up to 2 weeks out. And last but not least, click the send. Make sure that the send meeting reminder is set for 30 minutes before the meeting. This is actually a really useful feature that sends a reminder to both you and the students 30 minutes before the meeting. We hope that it helps eliminate some of the times when students don't show up. Then click save, and it'll tell you that you're saved. And then you're done setting up your ConnXED account. In the next video, I'll walk through how students schedule with you so that you're aware. But more importantly, I'll show you how your meetings may look and some of the tools you'll be using.